Alright, people, welcome back to more Vampyr, however you want to pronounce it. Oh my god. Pizza lodged my throat. Anyway, we recently made Pembroke. Met up with the Doctor Swansea, yes, I remember now. That is such a slow walking speed. And we're just gonna get in there.
Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Cool, you got it, Hampton. Chilling out. I get what's happening over here.
It's my turn.
Oh fuck. Jesus fucking Christ.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains
Holy fuck.
life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Okay, man. Low quality 500 clues. Well. Yeah, be more polite, man.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Cool. Blood quality indicates how much XP you'll attain for a particular citizen. The higher blood quality, the more XP you get. Well, okay. That's what I figured. Q. To drink the blood before you first need to memorize them, the amount of separate. Okay. Well, I guess we totally fuck. Okay, I guess that's one way to do it.
Bring this fading light into the shadows.
Follow it.
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press left with embrace class or press P to release him. Or because. Well, if I get more XP and learn more about him, why not?
No more. Not tonight. Not
Clay
like
lived
this.
during your first meeting with him. Okay.
I will not take another life.
I don't know anything about him. So now there's like a passive run you can do. I have no idea if I'll do that. I think it just kind of depends on what the fuck.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Jesus. So is there anything else in here, or is that it? Oh shit, there is. Okay. So what are the voices? It's like, hey, it's alright, but you should really eat people. Huh? Oh, shillings? Maybe, I don't know. Yes! $5. What the fuck? Who the fuck is this? So that's Clay. Who the fuck is speaking?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see.
Well, okay.
Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Okay, Gwyneth.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Medical checkup. Oh, okay. Gwyneth, social circle, 1 person. Hints. She has a lot. 500. Fuck, man. No relationships. Memorize level 1, but you got 5, 6. And I have. Oh, God. Oh, so I can memorize him, not her. Okay. But he's no relationships, so if you find all his hints, we could take him out. If he's an ass, I guess.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Oh, that's not good. That'd be no good.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Doctor Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett.
Tippett?
He should be
Okay.
a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
New hint for Tibbet. Cool.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No, I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Okay, little typo there. Alright. That's fair. Hint, hint, hint. Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Well, we got a hint on this guy named Tibbets. Whoa, man. So, fuck. We got... That's where we need to go. We got this area up there. The northeast, yes. Huh. This is actually a pretty neat thing. That's locked. Prevent disease, do not cough in public. Aw, so nice to know that they knew that. Nothing, okay. What do we got over here? Loot? Yeah? Nay? What's up? I thought there would be something back here.
I cannot enter.
Damn. Ah, yes, the fighting poster. So what be here? Because this is Pembroke. What the fuck? Oh, this is piano, okay. A guy.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Let's trade, eh? Okay.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Not for him since he served as a medic. Okay.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing.
Okay.
Sadly, very rarely happens.
Aw.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved.
Ooh, yeah, that's a sore spot. But that's just the same, yes. Believe in life after death, eh? Should I do it?
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Alright.
Since you're not afraid of dying...
Oh my god.
Do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Goodwill, let's say rated.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reid. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Cool conversations. But we need one more hint.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
I will not trade right now. Because why would I? That'd be light. What the oh, red. That's a texture right there. Crumpled letter. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for a fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing now except getting better, for I took care of everything. Asked some of our neighbors, and told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He asked for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is then guaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first. And I realize now the important thing is that you get better. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behavior of this Milton Hooks. I promise you everything now. It's okay now. I'll see you in your clean bed as soon as possible. Found his love, Nikolai. I think Nikolai's fucking dead. Oh. Where's rackets? Okay. Some shillings, okay. So we, oh my god, that's a tree. We got alley there. What's this area? I hate how to press right click to get rid of it. Oh, trash. Screws, baby. Whitechapel. Disrespect. So this is Whitechapel? Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god. F. So I know of. I'm in Whitechapel right now then. So that's Whitechapel. I'm guessing all of this is Whitechapel, which is big. Hospital, small. This is it. The docks. And I guess they also have Weston? Because there's 4 districts, so this is a new one. Okay. Well, I'll just chill out here, I guess. We're back in Pembroke. Which way to go? Whoa, my god, Jesus. Wear a mask. Oh my god, this game came out before COVID. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Well, this all just leads in a circle from what I'm seeing. Okay.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Yeah. Well, let's like fuck them up. Give me the big gun. Oh god. Holy shit, man. Fuck. Fuck. I've been defeated. What? Well, where the fuck am I? I want to fuck that guy up then. Okay. Full things. That's that. Yeah, that's just that guy. Well, let's get the fuck over there. Don't want the steak. Nope, nope. Is it not? Do I not have a gun equipped? Use steak. Yeah, I want the revolver, please. Attack damage. Yes, I would like a gun. Because he's... Yes, he's there still. Blood levels below. We got that little thing. Oh, I missed. Back up. Fucking. Fucking die. Okay, so we can go up. But what else is back here? There we go. Whoa, 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 man. That's a lot more than I thought it'd be. Come back here. Yeah, these guys are fucking wild. Holy. Shit. Don't got blood, man. Oh, I need just like more blood. Fuck. There we go. So we got that, we got those two guys. Please get me. Level fucking 7. All skulls, though. This is gonna be tough. Holy fuck. What's up? Don't mind me. Stop your fucking blocking. Oh! Oh, I have no stamina. There we go. No loot? Okay, of course there's no loot. Jesus! Go fucking me. So, yeah, this is all loops around, but... anything here? I don't think so. We do have that area we can explore. What's this? Bullets, baby, that's what I want. Jesus, so what's in here? What the fuck is this? A little pass-through area. Okay. Did I miss anything? Or did I not miss anything? Or are these guys just chilling out here for no fucking reason? I guess that's what's happening. Oh shit. Photograph and a wallet. Spelling Milton and Pippa forever. Cool. New citizen. What the fuck is that? Display here. Ring the wallet. Okay. Okay. Huh. What's that? I don't know what that is. Let's go through here. That's nothing, okay. This is also Pembroke. Level 10. Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck that. I go this way. Peace, guys. Nobody's in any buildings whatsoever. I'm actually at the hospital now. Oh, there's Tibbets.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Okay.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Cool.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reid. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Okay.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me.
The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Okay.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Yes, thank you.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
And that's it.
Thank you,
okay.
Nurse Crane.
Dope. Just standing there. Nice.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reid has joined us.
What is she doing?
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
What the
Do we
fuck?
know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had
Hear
nothing
that,
but
thank
prayers
God.
for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
Yeah, people
It's
are
more
more
than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reid. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Aw.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this
Not
troubled
so good.
period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Damn. That's pretty far.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Doctor Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Okay.
You're exhausting yourself,
Jeez.
Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Okay, so he's dedicated. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Issues presented the proof.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Okay, okay. I thought that was gonna go south real quick, and I was not ready. He's a level 2. Okay. And that's the same. Yes. Hint, hint, hint. Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
We got a hint about Gwyneth? Yes. Oh. Oh, yes. Loot.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What is this angle?
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Okay, well, that was it.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
And that is... Who the fuck is that? That's just Milton, okay.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reid. I'm Milton Hooks. The ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reid. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reid. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, okay.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Nice.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Great.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Oh shit, so he's gonna bring back a skull.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Okay.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet. With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
What's going on between you and Mercy?
Jesus.
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Bound by despair, you both get fired.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples, just like you, come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reid. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Doesn't make sense to me. I'll come
Goodbye,
back.
Milton.
I don't know how much money I got. Where do I have to even find my fucking money? I don't know. I actually straight up don't know. Oh well. Yep, that's Gwyneth. It's Crane.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Okay.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reid, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
What?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Cotards? What the fuck is Cotard?
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome?
Cotard syndrome?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
And that would easily lead into that. Okay.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want.
Okay,
As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are these enemies?
New investigation.
Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
I'll leave
Skulls?
you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Well,
There's a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
about these garlic mistakes. Dear brothers, I must now draw your attention to a very important point. Use the garlic as protection against vampires. Let's be crystal clear on the subject. Garlic will never protect you against those creatures. No matter how fresh, how strong, how smelly. Garlic is totally useless at defense. I'm going to say enough. How damaging that novel of Bram Stoker has been. Yes, of course, population of Slavic countries place garlic clothes in coffins. Yes, of course, inhabitants of Santorini Island hang garlic on the windows. There will be so much more to write about this place in someday soon. I hope to go back to this island for it to explore its occult tradition. But that is not to protect the living from the devil, it is to tell the dead that you are aware of their malevolence. It's a symbol, nothing more, nothing less. So please, by all, yes, wear garlic, show garlic, hang garlic, and tell the shadows that you are not afraid. If you're looking for supernatural protection, you have to search much deeper into the forgotten secrets of the occult tradition. For here is the truth, my fellow brothers. Garlic does not repel vampire, but all the fresh plants will hurt them. As if their body could not stand the presence of botanical elements. I have seen an arranged full flee when whacked with rose. Yes, a simple rose. I have witnessed a violent econ fall down and beg for mercy when struck by a wooden stake. I don't know why it's so effective, but I would give my left arm to find the answer to that mystery. The truth remains nonetheless. Vampires are very sensitive to fresh herbs, plants, and woods. From Faces Shadows, How Am I by Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul. Cool.
The pain. It's here again.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Damn.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face
His
hurts
skin is
so
slipping
much more
through.
when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Cool. Hint required, don't get that.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A
Okay.
normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
What? Man, your face. Oof. Vampire.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Okay.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome.
Cotard syndrome.
She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Cool.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Oof. Yeah, don't have that hit still.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
So, can we talk to you, Thelma?
Good evening, Miss
For
Hudson.
another hint?
How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Yes.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Okay, so she...
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Cool.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Cool. Cool.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal...
Mistress of the Dark.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
What is
I
this
don't think
angle?
we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Get a grip.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Cool. We'll
How
save that
long
one for
have you
last.
been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Okay.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Yeah, that's fair. Hint, hint, hint. Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
And Sean, what's up?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reid, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reid. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
But not an important enough guy.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle. I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Okay.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Oh, who are they?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth.
Whoa, wait, we just met Clay Cox. So Clay Cox was the gang leader who went missing, but he's right here. So is White.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Oh, lucky, lucky.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Yeah, because we got crucified.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness.
Whoa, fuck.
I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Doctor Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Cool.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Well, yeah, this game's gonna have a lot of talking.
I wonder why the Goswicks came here.
It's not a bad thing. He's there. And somebody new. Current disease. Whoa.
It's locked, all right.
Long letter. Birmingham, 27th October. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu's here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller, the old dream you had from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum, Dad, and my job at the factory, I really find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger, already driving me mad. My mum says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. You know, that's why you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit. It's boring as day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiancé, and no, I'm not a slut, you moral bitch, you fuck. So, if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The Guard or Priven. I think it's supposed to be of Priven, something like that. Never heard of them. They're, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let others go in front. That's why my boy Billy got killed in France, by leading to my patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mum, and Dad. And right click does not work on that one. Pippa Hawkins. 2 more hints. Our couple is thinking about quitting. Can we talk to her now?
I wish I could be sick again. I feel my blood boil with the fever.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Yes, that's all done.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
Be probably change. This is unacceptable. They need you.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
Get street.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
But we have... Always press that. We got some hints about Milton's all maxed out, baby. He's a merchant though, so probably don't want to kill him. Can we speak to him again then? Milton, baby.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
That's what I do.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reid.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
One more hint
Goodbye,
for him
Milton.
then. But not about him. Okay. Oh, I can't get into that room though. But who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reid? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Ackroyd,
Welcome
okay.
aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Okay, man. Okay. Jesus.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please.
What the fuck was that noise?
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reid. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Jesus, no need.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Yes, fair. Disapproves modern medicine methods. Oh, 4, Jesus.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money? Fame? Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
You say knowledge is our main weapon, no need.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reid.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
So much conversations happening. So... Oh, here you are. Who are you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Hey, he agreed to us.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
We're glad to help you research it, Flair. Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Yeah.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Heck yeah. New investigation, baby.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Okay.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reid. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears.
Yeah.
Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Cool. I agree with that. Got nothing about you.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
But we got more about you.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
You're just sitting in chair, man.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure. But my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Okay.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
In trust your judgment, you will assume the consequences to the conservative point of view.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reid. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Okay, well, that's good, at least. And then... two more hints
Thank you
we
for
need
your
about
time.
it, okay.
We'll talk later.
So, it's the crane. I don't know what they... Oh, he's over there now. Who are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Okay. So you got an arm.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reid.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reid? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Damn.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh. That's
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Yeah. Fuck, man, that sucks.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her. I'm alright.
Glass file. Oh, what's this? Unfinished letter. I wanted to fucking read that, but okay. I guess we go from here. No. Here. Unfinished letter, Pembroke Hospital to the member. My dear children, sorry I did not write to you before. First, I held to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctor fixes his arm. In the meantime, if you need anything, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him you are Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick, the big guy with a mustache who helped me repair the house doors last spring? Go see him and ask him for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm, something. He'll not be able to feed his family as long as his arm is injured. Blame himself. Only 1,000 XP.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
I wish, man. I wish I had news for you.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Oh, that sucks even more, man.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me...
So who are you guys? Who are you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
Yeah,
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick.
Okay.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Hint, hint. Okay, wow.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Alright, well, good to know.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Such as who?
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
What?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reid. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Okay. Fuck, that's a lot of hints.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Well, Mortimer, do you have any more to say then?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
He's okay. He's only okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reid. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Damn, she's right there.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Well, let's do it.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Okay.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
So, we got him. He says he's fatigued. Questions our efficiency. We have no hints about him, but we met almost everybody here. Felt useless, is thinking about quitting. Says beds. Yeah, we want to ask her about that. The fuck?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
I expected more out of that.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
In your position, I would suggest a more elaborate defense. Cynicism will not save you.
This isn't cynicism, it's realism. You still need me, Dr. Reid, and you know it.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Okay. Well, that's everything with her.
Nurse Hawkins.
So, what the fuck's Milton then? Oh, they're up and about. Look Look at them go. Ellen! Get your fucking ass back here.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm still doing the thing.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today, people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow, we may be fighting for food.
Great. Well, was that it? That was it.
Goodbye, Milton.
Dope, man. That fatigue, though. Memorize level 2. She's a 4. What the fuck? What's that? What does that mean? Whoa! Investigate. Wait, what? Why not? I just have to get there? How do I get there? Fuck, man, I need to get outside. What the fuck? Okay, so it's here? Wait, hold on. Eavesdrop. Oh, I gotta get all the way over there. Hold on, people, let's get there. I'm glad it just waits. Wait, after here. If there's no skulls about. It's not up there. I'm glad they don't respawn. And then. Oh, are you serious? But I was right. So, give me 1 second, people, then. 1 second. Okay, people, I am back. And yeah, that just means that some hints. You gotta be in vampire vision. When they go pink, you can eavesdrop. So I'm like, fuck. Now, do I want to, like, take the time to walk around and see what happens? So I decided to Google a list of hints that you find about eavesdropping. I mean, going the right fucking way. Yes. And this Beatrice girl has got one. So we're gonna get on that then. What's up, Milton? See if she will trigger. Because Tibbet's got one, but he deactivated. Too bad. I don't know when they trigger, so. Oh, he moves. So I'm just gonna cut it and tell. Wait, is she doing? Oh. Because she has. No, she's sitting down. Okay. Well, I want the hints because that's me. So I'm just gonna cut it here until she actually does her thing. I don't know how long I'll be waiting, but I'll see you guys when she actually does her thing. Alright guys, I am booking it because they just... Fuck! Where's the fucking map? Just got the thing triggered, so I'm trying to get there because I think I just timed out on the other guy. But I gotta get right fucking here.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Okay, that's neat. Don't mind me just standing right there. More 10 takes on life. Okay, we got a hint about him. So, like, do I just have to take the chill and vampire vision to see things? Because if so, there's Swansea. Oh, he's doing one also! Why? I want the fucking map. So how... I gotta get out there then. What would be the quickest way? Front door to the left. Okay, okay. Well, let's fucking go then. I wanna... admit that's annoying. Is there a reason why I'm the only fucking walking? Let's go. Is this really the fastest way out? And where'd he go? Motherfucker! Okay, well, we know he does one also, so fuck it, I'm gonna wait around for him then. Hopefully it doesn't take long. Boom. Boom, let's go, guys. There it is. That's where we're going, okay.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Cool. Cool, so we gotta confront him. Actually, what other shit investigations do we have? We got a lot. Fuck. Nope. So they got missing ingredients, both of them. You have the wrong target. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted. But it's right there, okay. We got a lot of shit, man. Let's go explore. Let's take a break from talking to people. Those are all the same? Yes. I want Tibbets to get the thing. Oh, it's here. Oh, it's somewhere here. Oh, wait. Well, we have this. I got gun. It's unlocked, baby. Oh, fuck. They're fucking watching the hospital. Oh! Get fucking whacked! Yeah, Bush. Yeah, let's fucking go. You fucker. They can only save you so much. Some shillings, alright. Survey mission, 25th October from Guard Purman Command Post. 2 East End Patrols. Object: Vampire Activity, Hospital, Survey, Investigate. 3 to go, one of our new recruits for a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Nurse says, really go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Report directly back to us and we'll decide what action should be taken. Oh shit. No, I wanted her hint. Okay, I don't know if I want to go to Whitechapel just yet. Where is Thelma? She is suspected. Well, that's fun facts, I guess. We gotta confront the guy in the back. Then I need to wait for Tibbets to do his thing again, hopefully whenever that is. There you are.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Show respect, consequent.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
Okay, bud.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Chidana.
Mr. Chidana.
Bodies will arrive and then sadly
So now we need to speak to this guy.
Never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reid.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Okay. Or Goswick's key. It's all the same.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
What about you, Beatrice?
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
You got anything?
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Okay, that's fair.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
So we got, is it J? No, is it O? No. Where is this? Oh, it's just to the south, okay.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Well, nothing there. Anything in here? Just some doors. That's chill. God, I'm only level fucking 3. So, where the fuck? Okay, so we're on the left. That's a shut door. Don't mind me just wandering around. So this is ours. So we'll hold off for that now then. The fuck? Oh! I used hacksaw. Hold on, so 650. Better speed though. Heck yeah, give me that. Sick. T. Elwood's medical file. Patient Thomas Elwood, male, age 29, followed by Dr. Tibbetts. Status convalescence. Day of admission September 16th. Their release to be determined. Notice the patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strong sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure suffer from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning her skin, he says. Examinations of the scarias tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could be a case of persisting nerve damage. The patient never ceases to blame themselves for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of survivor, phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? Okay. Small bottle of gin, baby. That's locked.
Now.
Okay. Locked. And then anything up here? I'm gonna guess nothing on the other side then. But where the fuck did Tippets go? I sure have no idea. Whatever. Well, I guess that's it.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
Okay.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Well, this is a pretty sick... Ooh, loot. 25 shillings, baby. So that's our resting point. What's this? That's our refill. Okay. This is breakdown. Sorry. So just pop up. Doctor Swansea's message. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the 2nd floor. Please forget the assured decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. I'll escape orders to let you rest. For the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. Afraid the place is quite messy. You'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there's an open window with a scaffolding that allows you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. Imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you, but believe me, you've studied enough of your species to understand what you must be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. Hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I discovered about Ekon in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Okay. So, where's the little notes? That's it? Articles on Ekons. It's a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe the most intriguing physical and psychological traits of a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or Ekon as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions. The trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than a mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, and necessity to flee, I've seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if it had vanished just to appear somewhere else. No, I cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not teleport. A dematerialization is only supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, jump longer and faster than us. I also notice that such speed seems to exhaust them, and that they are bound to physical limitations. Goddamn. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. Call it straight mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the moral ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. Vampire interview even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be. So the vampire could literally fracture the target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Time of false memory, erase a painful one, the possibility endless and frightening. Below awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood, and they must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. Able to function and express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. There's conversations going on. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since his smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that if he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill. And in some cases, he even senses diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. It's true, it could be so many medical applications, it almost beggars belief. Cool. Cool.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Okay. Yes, blood sample. Analyze. Light regeneration serum. Regenerate 150. Oh, wow. Treatment for sepsis. Anemia, fatigue. Well, I don't have quinine. These all take the same things. They just take higher levels. Okay. Okay. And then, do I want to do the hacksaw? It currently is the best one-handed one. Two-handed, 99 damage, but I get the gun though. And the gun can stun. Ability to cut through bone. Enhanced damage or absorb blood points when this weapon hits. Blood points though, baby! That's always nice! So I could just max out like blood absorption with this thing. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Boom! Let's go.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Oh, okay, that was a cutoff. Well, let's go. So, okay. I could get this, which increases my healing by 50. Create invisible restoring direct face are destroyed. Like making him defenseless. Increase my health, which I'm really feeling that stamina, honestly. Holy fuck. If I just dodge, I should be fine. So I want one of that. I'll also just take a body, because that'd probably be nice. Blood capacity, increase bite. But I can't get these. Yeah, sure. I got 800. Blood barrier. That may be nice, actually. Let's try blood barrier. Let's see what it does. And then do I have the... It should be quick slotted. No. Confirm. The following night.
If I'm to stay here until my
chapter 2.
research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay. Well, people, with that, I will call it here. It is a long episode. And a lot of talk. Oh my god, I fully quit the game. Whoopsie doopsie. That was fucking bright. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Peace.